Hey everyone, this is Aaron with Turtle Heart Tarot, and I'm here just to give you a brief video on the 5 crystals that I would start out with as I start my spiritual journey as well as my tarot journey. The first crystal I want to talk about is the Amethyst cluster that I have. I do have it in Quartz cluster as well. The reason why I like them in clusters like this is because you can place items on top of them to cleanse. So if you buy jewelry or if you buy new crystals, you can place them on top of the cluster part of it and leave them there for 24 hours, a day, two. It depends on what your spirit tells you at that time, and just leave them there so they can cleanse of any energy that's there. Sometimes I put my bracelets on there at the end of the day, so it'll take away all the energy that was picked up from before. The next crystal I'd like to talk about is the quartz crystal. I usually buy this in clusters as well, but I also love points, and having this around helps you to stimulate your psychic energy, your psychic ability, your psychic gifts. It helps you to receive information, especially if they're Lemurian, meaning they have the barcodes on the side. This one doesn't, but has the barcodes on the side or the little bumps on the side. And so it's thought to believe that that contains information from higher beings or, the spirits, whichever you like to believe. But having those two around does raise your vibration, but it also makes you a little bit more sensitive to the information that's around you. So you want to be very careful when you're dealing with them. If you start to feel anxious or if you start to feel that you're receiving too much information, then you might want to put them in a larger room instead of your bedroom, or place them in a room that you rarely go into so that it can start to become attuned with your own energy and that you'll be able to work with them again. Remember, this is just a suggestion on which crystals I would start out with if I was new. Those two have always been in my life at this time. The next one I want to talk about is Selenite. It usually is cloudy and white like this. It can come in circle as well as in wand form or in just a polished piece. I have it around because it's a high vibration crystal and that it can clear away a lot of the stagnant energy that's there. And you really just have it around so that you can have the vibrations raised at the time. You can use it to cleanse your aura. It's always working. It's always on. It's always, working through all that energy. It's always cleansing your energy. I usually have the wand, and what I'll do is I'll go ahead and run it through my aura to get rid of any, stagnant energy or blocked energy that's there or energy that I picked up during the day. It's a great item to have around. It's a great stone to keep with you, to keep you uplifted and upbeat. I usually have it around when I do readings because then I know I'm connecting to spirit a little bit better. I'm not working with the ego, I'm working with spirit, and the information that I get I know is coming from spirit. The next crystal I want to talk about is fluorite. This is a big piece of fluorite. I like it because it has character. But fluorite usually is green and purple, or just green, or just purple. It depends on how it's polished and shined. With fluorite, it's more of an information stone. And so I usually have it around. Not only that, it keeps me grounded as well. It's more earthy, but it can also deliver more information to me as I'm doing a reading, because it will help me to access that information that I need from spirit, from higher self. And so that's why I usually have it around during my readings. The fifth and last stone that I usually have around during my readings and that I'm in love with is Carnelian. It's red with orange, very beautiful. This is a flame Carnelian. I usually have it around because it can clear a deck easily. I usually place it on top of my decks after I've used them, and then I move on to a different deck to use with a different client. And while that one is sitting and being cleansed, then once I'm finished with the client I'm with, and a different client comes in, if say I'm at a festival, then I can take the one that's being worked on and with the Carnelian and just use that one and then place Carnelian on the one that I just worked with. So it's a good stone to have around because it'll cleanse your decks fairly easily. It doesn't take that long to cleanse them, or I'll leave them overnight if I've used them a lot. And so it's a good grounding stone. It'll take the energy that's there and ground it. It'll also ground you as well and keep you grounded. So I usually wear it as a bracelet as I'm going out into the open, because it will take the energy that's there and it'll go ahead and dissipate it. It'll also keep me grounded to where I'm not using my third eye or I'm using my psychic abilities. It'll kind of dim them a little bit, so I'm not open as I'm going around with people, and I'm also not picking up their energy. It's kind of like leaving their energy where it's at. So those are the 5 crystals that I would work with at this time if I was starting out new. They came into my life and that's what I've used. This is just advice. It's up to you. But I mean, leave comments in the comment section letting me know if they worked for you or if they haven't, or what does work for you when you first started your spiritual journey. Once again, I'm Aaron, and thank you for watching.